Hey guys, welcome to the Melly Ray channel. Today we are going to be unpacking how to finish Act 1. If you have made it this far, congratulations, you are 1/3 of the way through your book, and that is incredible. So keep going. You're almost there. I know you can do it. Alright, so first point, make sure at the end of Act 1, your inciting incident is clear to the reader. The inciting incident is what the plot is. We've introduced the plot by Act 1, right? We know what's going on. Make sure that that is clear to the reader why it is so important to the story, why that beginning of the plot is so important to the character, for them specifically. Like, it would be bad for anybody, but why specifically for that character is it bad? So we just want everything to be clear. Because if your reader is like jumbled around and doesn't know where they are in their story by the end of Act 1, that's a problem. They will leave your book DNF'd. Not fun. Point number 2, leave the readers with a question and promise to fulfill it by the end of the book. If at the end of Act 1, they have this burning question that needs to be answered, they will not DNF it. If you promise them some big juicy question, they are not going to set your book down and walk away. Keep that tension and that question throughout the entire book. In my book, All My Fault, I will use that as an example. The main character is searching for her sister who ran away a year ago and has suddenly just vanished. No one can find her, including the people that she was working side by side with. At the end of Act 1, she meets Will, who is the last person to ever speak to her sister. The question is she ever going to find her sister? She now has Will's help, so that is urging it a little bit forward, like maybe she will find her sister. All right, third point, make sure that your character's goals and ambitions are clear to the reader. If, again, your reader doesn't know what the character is doing, why is the character pursuing them if it's just going to hurt them? If it doesn't make sense to the reader, then they're going to DNF it because they don't care about the characters as much as they should, because they don't see the goals and ambitions behind why they're pursuing this, despite the fear that they have. So if your character is pursuing something very dangerous, like Triss is in All My Fault, she is looking for her sister, and that's why she's pursuing this, even though she doesn't want to, even though she doesn't want to be friends with Will because he's the new kid and he's weird, even though it is probably going to get her into danger because her sister got into some messed up stuff. She wants to find her sister because she feels guilty because her family doesn't know where she is, and Triss used to before she vanished. Triss has this guilt that she cannot get rid of, and she wants her sister back. So that's why she's pursuing to go get her sister, even though it's hard and it's challenging and she doesn't want to have to deal with this new kid. She doesn't want to put herself in danger. She will because it's her sister and she feels guilty. Obviously, anybody would, but especially Triss, because she knew where her sister was and didn't go get her when she should have, and now she feels the guilt because of it. So it'd be hard for anybody to lose a sister. It's especially hard for Triss because she used to know where she is and now she feels that guilt that other people won't. That is why it is especially hard for Triss. So think about your characters and your story, and why is it especially hard for your characters to deal with the inciting incident and that plot line that you have in your book? It would be difficult for anybody, but why especially for that character is it difficult? All right, so that is it for today. I hope that you guys are ready and have a clear goal to finish Act 1, and I hope you are stoked for Act 2, because that is when we are getting into the plot and we are getting into the thick of it. We are getting to the parts of your story that you have been daydreaming about for so long and haven't even been able to put on the paper yet. We are getting there. Let's finish Act 1 strong. Leave your readers with a question. Make sure everything's clear. And let's get ready for Act 2.